Hey guys, JB here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of CrossOut. Now, yesterday some new information arrived of the new Night Riders event where they basically explained the new items that will be added or will be available during this event. So I'm just gonna cover this in this video. Now, before I start off with this video, as you guys saw, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I played some other games. That were the games that I was playing when I had no internet. And as you can see, I kind of want to branch off. I know it's a bit too early, but I kind of want to play something else on the channel as well, except from or apart from CrossOut. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything you would like me to play, just leave them down in the comment section down below and I'll see if I can get it. Now let's start looking at this new event. Now the first thing we come across is the legendary plasma emitter, the Helius, which is basically a Prometheus 5 but a legendary version of it. Now the Helius will be at 1300 power score. It does a little bit more damage than the Prometheus 5, as you can see. Fire rate is the same, the range is the same, and the accuracy is the same. The Helius perk is the enemy's cabin is dealt additional damage if all projectiles of the volley hit that target. So if all the volleys hit that cabin or that part, oh, is it a cabin? The enemy's cabin. So I'm wondering if you hit the wheels, the cabin will get damaged, or if it's just the overall health pool. Not really clear on that, but that's kind of hard. The Prometheus or the plasma emitters, it's not too hard to get good shots up close, but long range is kind of hard to hit all because it launches 5 projectiles in one volley. I think I'm not 100% sure, but for me it just looks like a Prometheus 5. I wasn't really a big fan of them. They were cool and fun, but I sold them in the end because I needed some coin. But I know someone who has the Prometheus 5s and is a big fan of them, so he'll definitely be getting the Helios because it only uses 4 energy as well, which is kind of strange. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any gameplay of these weapons because I don't have a promo account yet. But if you want to see what they look like or how they fire, you can check out Mr. G's channel. He reviewed all these weapons as well. Now, the next weapon we're getting is the legendary shotgun Nidhogg. Rhymes with hedgehog because if you look at the image, it also has some tusks on the side. It's a pretty cool design. It's gonna be fit with the boar cabin that we have. Maybe not the best build idea, but they sound similar. But in my other video where I showed some of the leaked pictures, there was a shotgun looking thing that had 4 barrels. I think they changed that and it became this because there's a smaller shotgun. If you look at the right side, that's the Nidhogg but naked, and they just added a bunch of weird panels on it to make it look like a boar or something. Now the Nidhogg will be at 1300 power score. It uses 4 energy. It does a bit more damage than the Fafnir, and the Fafnir does a bit more damage than the Jungbo. But the Jungbos are already really good, so yeah, the Nidhogg will be super deadly. As for the fire rate, it's the same. The range is also the same, but it's horrible. And the accuracy is also pretty bad. But those are Jungbos. If you're a veteran or really good with Jungbos, you will definitely know how to use the Nidhogg. It's gonna be super deadly. Now for the Nidhogg legendary shotguns perk, the higher your car speeds, the faster the weapon reloads. Max efficiency is plus 20% at 80 kilometers per hour. So for the Fafnir we have, the higher the car speed, the more accurate it is. But the higher the car speed, the faster it reloads. That's gonna be nice. Let's say if you're driving, you have something on the quantum cabin. If you add the Colossus engine or the Oppressor engine, imagine that reload. It's gonna be like an autocannon type shotgun. It's gonna be crazy. I do want to test this out. I have to test this out later, or not later, but when the event comes. Well, so far so good, guys. The next weapon that we will be getting is a revolver. It's a new weapon category, a revolver, and it's called the Corvo, which is basically the new spike that they will be adding. So I'm just gonna do this.
worn out places, worn out faces.
So once the event is available, I can buy myself some Corvos, because you can only craft one in the patch notes. And for some reason, a lot of these items have this red message that you can only craft one. I think they're trying to prevent hamstering, because I think people would purchase a lot of stuff or build a lot of stuff, and then maybe after a few months when there's new players and not a lot of people have these stuff, they would sell them for really high, which is kind of okay. It's a video game, man. Let people have their fun. But the specs of this new Corvo is at 960 power score. It's gonna be an epic weapon. It has a 6-shot clip because it's a revolver. You have unlimited clips, so you shoot 6 shots and then you have to reload for a bunch, I think 5 seconds or something, and then you have 6 shots again. It only uses 4 energy, which is interesting, so you can mount up to 4 of these. But 3 is, I think, the best, because you can then add a Colossus engine to get the faster reload speed and cloak and stuff. Now the unique perk is really cool. The last projectile in the clip deals 200 damage, or 200% more damage, which is pretty nice. I think what I've seen from videos is the base damage on a cabin is 20, and with the 200% it went up to 60. Now I haven't tested this myself, it's just what I saw, but those were the numbers I saw. But remember, all this can still change. These are just some pre-patch or pre-event notes that, you know, changes might still happen. Just so think about that when watching this video. Now you guys have probably already heard, as for the Relic machine gun, they delayed it for this event. It won't be available in this event. It will be available sometime later. I don't know when, because a lot of people had issues with this, because, you know, the uranium, you know, it had to be craftable somehow in the event, and, you know, they were discussing if they should add a uranium resource to craft it. It was going to be super expensive. I don't know, but it's postponed for now. And also another thing that I've been wondering lately, they mentioned a few updates ago that there was going to be a raid where you could complete it. It's going to be extremely hard, but if you completed it, you would get relic stuff, like relic fragments and stuff like that, to craft the relic items to make it easier. Haven't really heard anything about that yet. They said it's still in the making or still planned, but no word yet. Now we have a new module, a radar type called the Oculus 6. It's from the Dawn's Children, and this is basically a stealth detector. Now from what I'm reading here is it points in the enemy's direction and it beeps and it flashes. I thought it was gonna shoot some kind of beam to expose the enemy, but it seems it will only flash and beep. You know, this game's kind of fast paced. I think, you know, everybody's just driving fast. A Lance build is not gonna sneak up on you and give you the time to flash and beep at him. It's just gonna ram you up your, you know what. But it might be useful in some situations. It does require 1 energy, so we'll have to see. Maybe that Apollo generator will come in handy now, because I usually use my gas generator. Now the specification of this part are 270 power score, durability at 130 points, power consumption 1, and it weighs 110 kilograms. Now the one everybody's so excited about is the coupling module, Contact 2M, which basically means you can make trailers and trains and a whole bunch of exciting stuff. I can't wait to use this in battle, because a lot of people always wanted to make truck with trailers, trains, convoys with a bunch of weapons like the Dreadnought or the War Rig. So this is gonna be fun. A lot of multiplayer ideas, which is good. The specification of this module are 275 power score, is gonna have 126 durability, and it's gonna weigh 120 kilograms. Now they also have a message here saying that everything is still up for change, so these are not the final numbers. Things can still change. This is just a devlog on things that are going to be available during the event. Now on to some more simple stuff. There will be a new paint, some bluish thing with some arrows. Not sure what it is, but this is the new paint, and you can also craft only 1 of them. We also have some new stickers of the rarity epic. We have the Lance Knight Shield, the Drain Shield, the Iron Lily, the Lion Rampant, the Jouster, and the Knight Rider. The Knight Rider and this Jouster looks pretty badass, and those are the only one you can make 1 of. The other ones are kind of meh, but the stickers look pretty cool. Now for some additional information, the old items of the old Night Riders event will be craftable. They say that the crossbow spike will be craftable during the event and you will only be able to craft one. Honestly, I'm gonna sell mine. You guys are free to purchase or to craft one. They're pretty cheap now, but I'm just gonna sell mine. I'm just gonna go for new weapons. They're really bad to play right now. I've asked many times if they were gonna change it or whatever. They said they didn't even respond. So for me, I'm gonna sell them. But if you guys are interested, they will be craftable again during this event, and they're also really cheap on the market right now. I think like 700 coins. Not cheap, but they used to be 4,500 coins. You know, wrap your head around that. Also, the old Night Rider event will be craftable again. There's no mention here of the old weapons. Now, in the previous devlog, they said the old weapons will become available for crafting after the event. And there was also in the discussion that someone was asking about the piercers, if it will be craftable during the event. They said no, it will become available for crafting after the event in some factions. So not 100% sure if the old weapons from the last Night Rider will be available, like the Cyclone, the Aspect, because those are still pretty expensive on the market. You know, those were the really hot items. The Fafnir is also still pretty high up. The Prometheus 5 is kind of low. The price is kind of dropped, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of those weapons anyways. As for clan battles, they're adding Broken Arrow, Sector X, Old Town, and Rock City. I've seen people complain about adding Sector X to the clan battles. It is a tricky map. You can't use mandrakes, you can't use rockets, and it's a random map. So if you have your build set up like an anti like mandrake build or something, it's a really huge disadvantage. So yeah, that map is a bit tricky, but they're adding it anyways. And some other great news, they're finally adding a speedometer and an odometer. I've been asking for this for so long, and they're finally adding it because so many of the weapons and perks or modules need speed indicator, so you can know, all right, am I getting the maximum benefit of the item or the radiator stuff. So they're adding that. I'm not sure what it looks like yet, but I hope, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make something cool. So yeah guys, those were the patch notes. As for some other news, if you guys are wondering when the event will be available, Woody Royo said it will be available this month. So either next week, Wednesday or Thursday, or the week after that, Wednesday or Thursday, because usually updates come around Wednesday and Thursday. So it will be this month, but it might still be 1 or 2 weeks away. Now also in the discussion, someone asked, can we only craft one revolver? And Woody Royo responded with, the limit is not final. If it remains the same, you'll be able to purchase additional guns on the market. But I'm pretty sure you're only gonna be able to craft one, and then you can purchase more. And I really hope if I sell my spikes, I will have enough to get at least 3 of them. Also, something interesting that popped up in the discussion. I'm just gonna leave this here for you guys to read, or I'm just gonna read it for you guys. So basically what the two players have been asking for a long time is when the pack items like the guns and cabins will become craftable. And I'm pretty sure back in the day they said it will become craftable in the future, but I think they've changed that, and they say the parts are exclusive and won't become craftable in the foreseen future. You can always buy them in the market and stuff, which they're right, but you know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these. I mean, I get them. I mentioned in one of my last crossout videos, and this is a very unique game. I get that you guys maybe get angry about that it's pay to win and stuff like that, but this is a very unique game. It's a big game. It's not super popular, but it's still a unique game, and all this work that they're doing it for free if they don't sell packs. You know, they're gonna have to work and barely get paid. So the packs is one way to get money. I'm not sure the other ways they get money, but the packs, you know, for me it's like that. They sell packs, they get money, they work hard, they make new stuff, you know, stuff like that. There's always gonna be some exclusive items in games that people need to pay or buy, you know. It's not necessarily better, but it might give you a slight advantage, but not a lot. I mean, guns in the games can still kill you even if you have 5 stackers or whatever. But I get you guys. I know how you guys feel. Not sure what they will be doing about this, but let me guys know in the comment section down below. Alright guys, that's it for this update video. I hope I did not take too much of your time, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Social media links in the description down below. Patreon if you want to support me. Discord if you want to hop on and have some fun or chat with me. Every other link in the description down below. Devblog, the whole patch release notes. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And peace out.
Run away.